With our hands in the air, we'll be higher flying. Take a breath and we can let it out. Yeah, we'll never go back down. This is you, this is me, this is what we're made of. We won't have to make it all alone. I just wanted you to know. Say that you'll never let go again. And then I'll make a promise to you, my friend. I'll be there for you till the end of time, by your side. Close your eyes, settle back, I'll be there to guide you. This is all it takes for us right now. I will make it through somehow. Without you, there's no me, only half a human. You are what I need to feel complete. Yeah, you're the best part of me. Say that you'll never let go again. And then I'll make a promise to you, my friend. I'll be there for you till the end of time, by your side. By your side. Say that you'll never let go again. And then I'll make a promise to you, my friend. I'll be there for you till the end of time, by your side.
I've been right here for a long time. I've seen your dreams in the night sky. You know I want you to be mine. But you make it that easy. You're not the type to fall in deep. You know you really want me. We're on our own, take a risk now. Just let it go and don't fall down. I hope you know that my heart is yours. Never let go. Sudden nights and stars out there. Let the beauty in your eyes melt away. Picture I
All right, Zoomin. I'll let you see the stats, I guess. It's because you're cute, though. That's why. Welcome, everybody. My name is Awash. I will be your caster tonight for Ichor versus AU Esports. Ichor's Knicks team represented by Nate IRL, Just Slayers, and two other names that I cannot see because my notes are not up on my screen at the moment. Where are they? Here they are. Nate IRL, Just Slayers, Inspire, and Omega RL, representing Ichor Knicks. And for AU Esports, on your right-hand side, you've got Callum08, Bucko Gray, Mafia Shadows, and Ghost Gamer 333. You're very welcome, Zoomin, and you're very welcome, Noah, for casting the match. Glad I was able to get you all in. So both of these teams with unused subs in week number 1. Will we see these players make an appearance this week? I have no idea, but we'll find out over the course of the series, and maybe we'll see these players make a cameo or 2 or 3. I know I've had a few of these players on my stream before. I'm almost certain I've had Nate and Slayers from last season, and I'm not sure that I've had anybody from AU Esports, but you're all here now, and that's what's important. Put myself on Do Not Disturb. We'll send out this lobby info so we can get this match started right away. Sent it out to 1. Let's get it out to I guess I'll send it to Mafia because that's who I've been in contact with previously. But for those of you in the chat, if that is not the person that I should send it to, then let me know. Welcome everybody. What's up, Q? Glad to see you again. We got Levi the Liberator. Thank you for that follow earlier today as well. And thank you to Callum08 and Noah the Ghost as well for all following while I was away. We do have 2 IGL matchups happening tonight. This is the first one. The second one is going to be happening at 8:30 Central. Empire Sub-Zero versus Coastal Esports. Just waiting on the Ichor team to hop into the lobby. We got still plenty of time. Won our match night. Well, congratulations, Q. What was the scoreline? While I wait for Q's response, we'll talk a little bit about the Ichor and AU stats that are on the board, and those stats that Zoomin wanted ever so quickly. Omega leading the Ichor offense with a goal a game and 0.8 assists per game. So absolutely setting up their teammates and getting in on the action themselves. For AU Esports' top goal scorer, it's the opposite story. They take a lot of the goals, 1 goal per game and I can't read that. For Mafia Shadows, they only have set up probably 1 assist, because this is still only week 2. So 0.2 assists. It is week 1, so not a whole lot you can take from these stats, but as time goes on, these stats become more and more telling of the way that that these teams want to play and who is going to assume roughly what role within the team. Awesome. They're ready to just get right into it. I'll just tell these players good luck, and we will hop right into it. Ichor Nix on your left side of the scoreboard in the blue. AU Esports in the orange. And if anybody in chat wants to let me know what AU Esports stands for, that would be awesome. Normally I have a little bit more time between my casts where I can go and ask some questions or ask for pronunciations or backstories and stuff like that. If I feel like there might be some of that, but this is earlier than most of my IGL casts, so didn't have all of that prep time. But Alfred University, thank you for that, Destiny God. So Alfred University Esports versus Ichor and Nyx. Both of these teams 1-0. Like we talked about, we're going to be looking for Omega and for Mafia to be leading the offensive charge, and none other than Mafia is the one to get us started with the scoring. Ghost Games? Is that how? Ghost Gamer 333 put a shot on target. It got blocked, but they had a very quick turnaround and set up a beautiful pass for their teammate. Alfred University up 1-0 within the first minute. Omega looking for that pass inside, and Slayer's still going to be able to pick it up. It's a double commit on the orange defense, and Nate is going to clean it up. Just like that, Alfred University gives up their lead, with Slayers putting up a shot to the back, or a pass to the backboard. Omega cutting across, just putting on some pressure, blocking some angles that could have been found if there was a save. And then Nate on the cleanup crew. All tied in the early stages of game one. Both these teams still going to try to settle in. There's still lots of time before these teams will really start to see their actual play styles. See them playing super clean as well as they would want to. Omega gets it out to midfield. Callum was in an awkward position, but they're going to get a really good save off of Nate's shot. All of the hallmarks of Tier 2 gameplay in the first couple minutes. Fast-paced action, some bumps coming in as well, some well-timed bumps at that. You got defenders flying in across the net to make some last-ditch saves. Some aerial plays to go along with it. This match, pretty high intensity to start out. I hope that it stays that way. Always makes for an exciting Rocket League when both teams are just going at it. And we can get lots of action going every couple seconds. Omega tried to get the ceiling reset to further attack that ball, but they were able to get a touch. It's now out to the midfield and into the blue corner. Omega's the one that retreats first with the ground to air dribble. Looks to carry it. Gets a demo on Callum. It might be an open net, and Nate makes no mistake of putting that one away. Ichor Nyx, after giving up a goal in the first minute of play, they now find themselves with a 1-goal advantage with more than 2 minutes remaining. This is Tier 2 Division 6 gameplay that we've got tonight. And Tier 2 is your Grand Champion 1 and your Champ 3 ranked players. If you want a full breakdown of those tiers, you can do !TIERS in the Twitch chat. And Nate is going to let that one go all the way through. Just Slayers. A huge clearance from deep downfield. And Nate was cutting across, possibly looking for a demo or some sort of bump to disrupt the transition defense. But Slayer's shot was on target. Nobody in sight for the orange defense. And it flies all the way in. 3-1 for Ichor as they look for a pinch, and Slayers doesn't find the pinch, but they did get a shot. And once again, pressure starting to mount for AU Esports. Ichor starting out on the right foot. But this is a best of 5 series, so there's plenty of time. for AU to settle, find their groove, find their momentum, and make some plays happen. They did get the first strike. This could be a second one to the front post. Mafia shadows a great redirect. Challenged on the wall, came back at the perfect spot, and had a beautiful redirect to that front post. Omega, not a chance, and I don't know what's happening with the camera. What was that? Oh my. I've never seen that happen before.
60 seconds left on the clock.
A good stop from Callum, but it was going to have to be a retreat from the other orange defenders. Omega was threatening with the ceiling shot. Ghost Gamer gets the next in a line of saves. Nate with the well-timed demo on Mafia. He's going to break down the AU Esports attack.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, it's so close for Callum, who thought that they may have had the equalizer. Very, very close for them, but they've got to make those opportunities count. Only a couple of seconds left, and Ichor not afraid to bring out the physical play. Mafia tries to find one in response, but doesn't find any sort of contact on the blue defenders. This could be one last chance, but Mafia can't make a touch. And Ichor Knicks going to close out game number 1 in their favor. A good hot streak at the middle, or in the middle portions of this game, but AU Esports excelling at the extremities. It'll take a more consistent approach from AU Esports to break down this Ichor side. But I like that both of these teams are trying to play a fast-paced game. They're trying to put on a lot of offense, trying to suffocate the other team. I think it's worth noting that Nate, from what we've seen so far, likes to hang out downfield, kind of wait for those passes, be the focal point for the Ichor attack. If there's a clearance downfield, Nate wants to be the first one to follow it up, maybe get the touch off the wall towards the infield, maybe send a redirect, like similar to what we saw Mafia do against Ichor just a couple moments ago. It's certainly an interesting approach, and it means that Slayers and Omega have to be solid on the defense, and we don't have everybody. I'll just remind them. Just a friendly reminder that they should wait until everybody's in the lobby, just to be sure that we don't have any connection issues and I don't have to unnecessarily restart the lobby. But mistakes happen. Alfred did take a little longer to join the lobby than normal, but that's okay. Mafia Shadows putting a shot on target, and this is another orange player that's coming in to try to disrupt it with a redirect. Didn't quite come off, but it's similar to what I've seen Nate do throughout game number 1. Callum got a great 50 on Nate. They can't follow it up before Slayers is able to get a touch. Mafia not able to get control of it just yet. Still following it in the air. Doesn't get the block on Nate, who's trying to create a play for Omega. Very close. Omega's going to send it across. Just keep it away from the AU defense for the time being. Make it as difficult as they possibly can. And Nate is going to give Ichor the first strike in game number 2. Some miscommunication on the AU defense. All 3 players in the same quarter of the pitch. And with the net gaping, AU is punished for it. Mafia off the wall, no follow-up. initially, goes for the demo on Slayers. This could be an opportunity. Callum to the inside, and Ghost Gamer 333 puts it away, just like game number 1, but the opposite way. This time it's Ichor who got on the board first, but it was AU with the very quick response. All tied up, a minute and a half into this game. Be sure to update the scoreboard as well. Rightfully show that Ichor won game number 1 to not confuse anybody. There we go. Ghost tried to get in the pickup there. He's gonna get a touch to the middle, but it's dangerous as Omega was waiting for it. Forces Mafia into a save and a carry out to the midfield. Nate's gonna leave it for Omega, who has a better angle. There was an orange player coming in, so that decision on the defense was made at the perfect time. Ghost allowing Callum to come in, cheats up a little bit too far on the turn. And Omega with the dribble, it's past Mafia, who's cheating up just a little bit too close. The AU defense caught out. And Omega with a nice little air dribble-esque play. They've reestablished their 1-goal lead just on the stroke of halftime. The Mafia respecting the skills of Omega and acknowledging the amount of skill that it took for Omega to pull that play off. They might have a second one here as Mafia's save goes off the crossbar. Almost a disastrous own goal. But the scoreline stays for the moment being. Callum taking a crossfield and forces a 50 on Omega. Nate's gonna come in. Not an immediate follow-up, but Omega does still beat Ghost to the ball. Nate turning in on Slayers and may have blocked Slayers' opportunity to put a shot on net. AU on the transition. Omega up very early. Seems like Omega is all over the place right now. Dynamic on both the defense and in the midfield. And clearly on offense too, as the stats show. Maybe not as much as it's been Nate with most of the goals for Ichor, but Callum is going to pull yet another one back for Alfred University. Not a great defensive touch from Nate, gets a little bit away from them, and with the hop, they lose control of their car, on the ground. No way for them to quickly get back into the play. AU looked like they might have been able to take the lead there. Slayers up, blocked well by Mafia Shadows, who earns himself a Savior medal for game number 2. Make it to the inside, Slayers is coming in, but it's blocked by Ghost. Callum gets a demo on Slayers, and that is going to end the Ichor attack in its tracks. This could give Alfred an opportunity to score a game-winning goal in the final minutes of the crossbar. Callum can't latch onto the shot from Ghost. And Ichor survive. 45 seconds left on the clock. Both of these teams looking threatening, but it's some very good defense that has kept these teams alive. Slayers made a crucial intervention there to deny another AU attack. Slayers to the corner. Omega's waiting. Redirects it back to the midfield. Nate is up, slams it down, and blocked early by Callum. Omega gonna try again. It's 50 to the midfield. Omega with the catch. They'll have to get it off the ground if they want to be able to get one final attack. Nate, see how far they can carry this, but this ball might just die at midfield. And it is overtime in game number 2 between Ichor and Alfred University. Nate to the backboard. Well, it's a weird touch from Callum, but Mafia is there to send it downfield once again. Callum on the retreat. Mafia, a huge demo on Omega, and Callum gets up to block Nate's shot. Slayers from the acute angle has found the winner for Ichor. That first attempt getting blocked very well, but Nate still earns the assist as Slayers slams it to the top right corner. No chance of the AU defender reacting to that one. But now it's AU who find themselves on the back foot. All three Ichor players getting involved with the scoring, and 2 out of the 3 for Alfred University. So a lot of the players sharing that goal scoring responsibility and the playmaking responsibilities as well. No player with more than 2 assists or more than 1 assist this game. And still the shots roughly even, but it's Ichor who still come out on top, making just 1 fewer mistakes. Like somebody accidentally joined the wrong team. Oh well. We've got Ichor and we've got AU. Ichor is looking for the sweep. AU, at this point, looking for the reverse sweep. And that is not the way that we want to see AU start out game number 3. Slayers with a huge 50 on Cal, and the pass inside. Mafia, all they can do is hit it in the path of Omega, who was just ready to pounce. 8 seconds in, Ichor, they've taken the lead. They've taken a much better position than they were already in this series, but history repeats itself. Combined with the caster's curse, that does make for some very interesting chain of events. And once again, the early lead not kept for very long. This time it was only kept for 6 seconds? Something like that. What a shot from Ghost Gamer. Callum popped that up to midfield. Ghost Gamer went up. And it was a beautiful shot. Pixel perfect. The defender, despite having a little bit more time because of the distance the shot was being taken from, still could not get up in time. And somehow managed to redirect it in, but Gamer is just popping off right now. A second one for them in just a couple of seconds. We've had 4 goals in the first 30 seconds. What is going on? I think this is the best response I've ever seen from a team going down a goal within the first few seconds of the game. I seriously cannot think of a time where that has happened, but Ichor gonna keep up the goal scoring streak between both sides. Omega with the solo play, just punching that ball around everybody, keeping it moving towards the goal, and eventually putting it in its home in the orange goal. Less than a minute, we've already got 5 goals, which is absolutely nuts. And Omega going for some crazy plays. Callum, it's not convincing. The Slayers is going to pick this one up as Ghost Gamer just pretty much gave it away. A shot for Slayer to the back post. It's out. And Nate IRL has tied it up with exactly 4 minutes left on the clock. Neither of these teams can reset themselves after the kickoff. Feels bad for both of these sides. Ichor giving up the early 1-goal lead in a couple of seconds. AU Esports quickly rallying with 3, but somehow these teams still find themselves even after the first minute.
What a save!
I think now that things are even, you're going to see both teams settle down a little bit, realize that this goal scoring and the rate that they're allowing goals is not sustainable. So we might see these teams slow down the pace a little bit, take their time on a couple more plays instead of rushing to make something happen. Slayers continuing with it, but it's Omega who's going to get that touch through to the corner. Cleared away and followed up by Mafia Shadows. He finds a demo on Slayer. Goes trying to get it to the inside. The blue team will do that for them. Callum up the wall. Go for the air dribble. Might have to settle for a 50 on Slayers, but it's more of a 90 from Slayers as they come out with possession. Try to take it under the defender. I think it was a great idea. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull it off that time. Mafia tried to keep this one in the blue half, but couldn't help but give it up to Omega based on their awkward positioning. He was coming in through the corner. Callum, 50. Mafia with the pickup, but they're demoed by Omega. The ball is still going to continue rolling into the blue corner, and it was Callum who was looking for another demo on Nate. If ball stick goes, Nate stuffs it, keeps it outside of that front post, and it's going to be a transition from Ichor. Omega trying to follow Mafia's touch, not super great. Oh, the whiff. Callum, do they have the shot? It's wide, but Slayers was also very quick on the defense, able to recover quickly. Mafia to the backcourt. IRL and Omega not able to make anything happen on the orange side of the pitch, and that's a great save from their third Just Slayers to deny AU of a go-ahead goal. Despite 6 goals in the first minute of gameplay, we have not seen another one until I say that. And then, of course, Nate comes in and scores. Exactly 3 minutes since the previous goal. Nate IRL's shot the difference between Ichor and AU at the moment. As it stands, Ichor wouldn't take the sweep over AU, and I know that there's some Alfred believers in that chat. Biting their nails as there's 45 seconds to go. Mafia Shadows trying to do their best. Ball lofted up into a dangerous position, and Ghost Gamer trying to find a way to put it into a shooting position for their teammates.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Omega with the catch, keeping it going into their half, buying as much time as they can. When the AU can take their opportunities if they're handed some. The back pass. There was a demo. Nate is awkward. It's a touch out wide. They're giving it everything. AU, and Nate is going to put it to the ground. And Ichor Knicks going to take the series on a sweep. It was incredibly well fought by AU Esports. Unlucky that they weren't able to take a game. They looked so good throughout, but unfortunately they weren't able to make those goals count to anything. as the defense just could not hold up against this Ichor offense. So it's a sweep for Ichor, but shout out to Shadows for requesting me to cast their match. I know that you all were scrambling a bit to find a caster for today, and I was glad I was able to help you out. It's a tough loss, but I hope that I'll be able to see you all again soon. Alfred University does drop to 1-1, but I expect them to come back, fix some things up for next week, and come back a lot stronger. For Ichor Knicks, they now go to 2-0 for the IGL 2021 Summer Circuit. And they look like a strong team, one of the strongest in the division as it stands. And I'm sure that they'll be looking for a deep playoff run. I would expect nothing less from Nate and Slayers. But that is going to be the end for me for now. I will be back in two and a half hours roughly. We'll have another matchup: Empire Sub-Zero versus Coastal Esports. The first of 4 Empire teams that are going to be playing on this stream throughout the week. We're going to have 3 more playing tomorrow throughout the day. But it's a 2v2 US East matchup, Tier 2. So more Grand Champion 1, Champ 3 gameplay coming your way later this evening. Two regulars to the stream, Tater Gang and Itsuki, going to be on the pitch. And I'm not normally done streaming this early, so I don't really know which IGL casters are normally on at this time. Let's see. Whenever possible, I like to send my streams to the to other indie gaming league casters, and let's see. Seriously? All right, let's check out IGL TV. Maybe there's some casters I'm not following that are live right now. Oh, what? Does nobody cast on Wednesdays? What? What is happening? Oh my goodness. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah. Yeah, oh, okay. 8 p.m. is like prime time. 7 p.m., 8 p.m. is prime time casting. Okay. So everybody else seems to be done for now. We'll send it over to Dronus because Dronus is always up to something. Looks like they might be. Oh no. It says that they're casting. So.
You book Friday.
So, you're heavily favoured this weekend. You think this will end your embarrassing...
I don't really want to listen to that ad. But it's for some Ted Lasso, the new season. What is that? That actually, it's soccer. It's got to be good. But yeah, they've got New York versus Discovery Esports over on Jonas' channel. So I'll send you all over to them. You're very welcome, Noah. Hopefully I'll be able to have you all again very, very soon. Congratulations to Ichor Knicks on the win. GG's to both teams for putting up a good series. Even though it was a sweep, the individual game scoreline showed just how close that match was. And yeah, I'll be back in roughly 2.5 hours after some scrims with my team. We'll have one more match at 2v2. So I will see you all later tonight.
Of course, get invited to cast. Of course, get invited to cast a couple games for the EC.
It's not that. It's not.
Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a great stream. King of Rome, this one off the post. Hyper Dead Gaming looking for a shot orbiter. And we get away to the side wall. See some hesitation. King of Rome is looking for that mid boost. Ball back, shot from way too cool to be me. Forces a double commit. It will be saved into the back wall. Still looking for center hyper. Hyper Dead Gaming lobs this one over Orbiter's shoulder. He's gonna make a catch, trying to tap this one down the way. Hyper Dead Gaming not able to make contact. The net's that's all he needs. Discovery Esports able to extend their lead back to 2. But yeah, as I was saying, I have done a little bit of casting for ECC, the European Community Championship. That was a lot of fun, actually. But yeah, Awash, I appreciate the raid once again. Hope you the European Community Championship. That was a lot of fun, actually. But yeah, Awash, I appreciate the raid once again. Hope you had a great stream. Hyper Dead Gaming with a good challenge here off the sidewall. Way too cool to be me. A nice quick shot off the sidewall. Way too cool to be me. A